a huge legal, I think the word you used, derailment, is so accurate for not only for Richard Simmons, but I think going forward.
Well, this is
a precedent.
This is
right?
super interesting and important. So let me just break it down. Richard Simmons is suing the National Enquirer, which did a story saying he was in the middle of sexual reassignment surgery, that he was transgender. He said it is false and defamatory. Now, that's interesting because to be defamatory, it means that the notion of calling you something would subject you to scorn and ridicule in the community. And Richard was kind of walking a tightrope here because you don't want to say being a transgender is terrible and bad and subjects you to scorn and ridicule, but that's the underlying point in the lawsuit. A judge just said mislabeling somebody, falsely calling them transgender is not defamatory. And this is a huge ruling.
The real impact here is honestly on the gay community or those who are accused of being gay. Because this is where you see it come up all the time, Harvey, right? Forever. People have said somebody's gay and they've been sued for defamation for calling somebody gay. According to this ruling in this case, it is impossible now to win those lawsuits because there is nothing inherently subjecting you to ridicule.
Read the portion of the judge's ruling, Jason, because this is really important.
Yeah, the judge says, while as a practical matter, the characteristic of being transgender may be held in contempt by a portion of the population, the court will not validate those prejudices by legally recognizing them.
That is a huge statement. That is an interesting statement because what they're saying is, yeah, there's a lot of prejudice against transgenders, but we're not going to say it's defamatory and allow them to control the law.
It's ignoring what what the judge said in the ruling. It's ignoring the fact that it will have an impact on, they basically said it may have an impact on you in society, but we're not going to validate it?
I think I agree with Charles. I'm not sure I agree with the judge here. Calling somebody transgender does subject them to ridicule in society at large, especially certain portions of society. So I'm not sure I buy the judge's logic just because it shouldn't be that way.
I'm not sure I do either. But Jason, you know what's going to happen here because, you know, if this stands, Richard's case is all but thrown out, and they're clearly going to appeal this. When a trial judge makes a ruling like this, there's no, we call it in the law, precedential value, meaning other judges don't have to follow it. So you could have another judge ruling exactly the opposite and without any problem.
So this needs to be
kicked up to another court. But by appealing it, which Richard clearly is going to do, then it has that power that when the appeals court takes this, and maybe the state Supreme Court takes it, and maybe the U.S. Supreme Court takes it at a point, but if it starts going to the appellate courts, then it does have a lot of power behind it, and then it's going to be relevant if somebody is, you know, somebody does an article saying so-and-so is gay or so-and-so is transgender, can they not sue? And that's what this is going to be about, right?
Wow. Absolutely, and I really hope that Richard has the, it costs a lot of money to appeal something, and also just takes a lot of time.
Oh, he's going to do it.
I hope he sticks with it, because it's a very important ruling that really needs to be tested at the higher courts.
Hi, this is Patricia in Duluth, Georgia. Well, it's a real sensitive subject, and it's a private matter, so why would, you know, someone go and blast it out on, you know, on the media when it's something that, you know, it's his choice what he's going to do. And of course, it's sensitive in America or all over the world because everyone has judgment against, you know, what people do anyway. So
well, everyone does judge, and the judge is saying, I don't care about that judgment.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.